Imagine this: a high-value man. A man earning six figures, well-groomed, ambitious, with his life together, walking through Miami, New York, or Los Angeles. He's surrounded by beautiful women in every direction. Now ask yourselves, why would he choose to invest his time, resources, and emotion in a single mom when he has endless options? Let that sink in. Financial responsibility. The cost is real. When a high-value man dates a single mom, he's not just dating her. He's indirectly stepping into a financial and emotional role for her child. This isn't just about picking up the dinner tab. It's about potentially funding school fees, extracurricular activities, and even future college tuition for a child that isn't his. Why would a man who has no children of his own willingly take on this responsibility? It's like buying a house but agreeing to take over someone else's mortgage. Does that make sense for someone who can afford a brand new home outright? Let that sink in. Baggage from past relationships. A single mom often comes with a past. A child usually means there's an ex involved. And here's the harsh reality. That ex may always be a part of her life, whether through custody battles, co-parenting, or lingering emotions. For a high-value man, this is added drama he doesn't need. Why would he choose to share his time with a woman who has lingering ties to another man when he could have someone whose focus is solely on him? It's like stepping into a boxing ring when you're expected to fight, but the referee keeps changing the rules because the other guy, her ex, is always involved in some way. Let that sink in. The abundance of beautiful women. Here's where the numbers matter. In the US alone, over 50% of women aged 18 to 30 are single and childless. That's millions of available women without baggage. Only 10% of men earn six figures or more, meaning high-value men are in extremely high demand. Most high-value men's dating preferences do not include single moms. Data from dating apps consistently show single mothers receive fewer matches than childless women. Now compare that abundance to the scarcity of high-value men. These men are the prize, and they have options. For a high-value man, finding another woman is like walking into a crowded supermarket. For a woman, finding another man like him is like searching for a diamond in the sand. Let that sink in. Risk versus reward. Think about it in this way. If a man with no children and no baggage has the option between two women, Woman A, no kids, no ex drama, full focus on him. Woman B, a single mom, juggling co-parenting, her child needs, and limited time. The choice is clear. Why take on the additional responsibility when you don't have to? High-value men don't gamble on relationships with high risk when they can invest in women with fewer complications. It's like choosing between a brand new iPhone and a used one that comes with a cracked screen and restrictions. Both may work, but one clearly comes with fewer issues. A terrible deal. Here's the harsh truth. Dating a single mom is often seen as a terrible deal for a man with options. He gives up time, money, and emotional energy for a situation that doesn't offer the same return on investment as a childless woman. A man with resources and ambition can attract women easily. Single moms? They're competing in a much smaller dating pool because most men in the same category won't even consider them. Would you invest in a business that has high risk and little upside when you have other investment options that guarantee better returns? High-value men think the same way when it comes to relationships. The biological factor. Not his blood, no authority. This one stings the most. If a high-value man steps into a role of raising another man's child, he has no biological connection, no true authority, and no guarantees that he will remain in that child's life. The mother can remove him at any time. And in some cases, he has zero legal rights to the child, even if he has invested years of his life and money. Studies show that stepfathers often lack authority in blended families, leading to power struggles and resentment. The child will always be more bonded to their biological father, no matter how much a stepdad provides. If things go south, the man is left with nothing, while the mother and child move on. So let's break it down. You provide for a child that isn't yours, but you have no real say in their discipline, their future, or even their presence in your life if the mother decides to leave. That's like working for a company where you have all the responsibilities but none of the benefits. Would you accept that deal? Let that sink in. The modern normalization of single motherhood. This might be the most controversial point, but let's be real. Society has normalized single motherhood to the point where there's no shame or reflection. Why didn't you marry your child's father? We weren't compatible. He was a bum. He was a cheater. He was stupid. So you gave a man you claim was the worst type of guy the highest honor a woman could give, bringing his child into the world. That's the question many women don't want to answer. With 18 plus forms of birth control available, single motherhood today is mostly a choice, not an accident. Yet, instead of making better choices, many women treat it like a badge of honor. But here's the reality. A 25-year-old woman with a child is not the same in the dating market as a 25-year-old without one. Yet, many women believe they should be able to demand the same type of high-value man. That's like walking into a Louis Vuitton store with $50 and demanding to buy a $3,000 bag. It doesn't work like that. Debunking common myths. Single moms are just as desirable as childless women. Dating apps show single moms receive significantly fewer matches than childless women. High-value men don't care about a woman's past. High-value men have standards. They avoid unnecessary complications because they can. A real man will step up and take care of another man's child. A real man chooses the best option available, not one that puts him at a disadvantage. Now, let's take a closer look at the numbers. High-value men have endless options, both locally and globally. When we break down the stats, it's clear why dating a single mom is often seen as a bad deal. The numbers speak for themselves. 80% of single mothers in the US are the primary caretakers, meaning they shoulder the financial and emotional burden of raising a child alone. 60% of children raised in a single-parent household face increased behavioral issues, including aggression and defiance. 70% of high school dropouts come from single-parent households. In the US, 50% of women aged 18 to 30 are single and childless, making them the majority of the dating pools, while only 10% of men earn 6 figures or more. Studies show children with involved fathers perform better academically, have fewer behavioral issues, and experience better emotional regulation. Globally, places like Colombia, Thailand, and Brazil are full of attractive single, childless women, offering high-value men an abundance of options outside of the US. When choosing a life partner, it's crucial for women to consider not only the child they bring into the world, but also the long-term impact of their decision on the family dynamic. This is why high-value men hesitate to invest in relationships where the emotional and financial risks outweigh the rewards. This isn't about shaming single moms. It's about understanding reality. A high-value man who has built his life to perfection will not settle for less when he has the power to choose. Women need to understand the game to play it wisely. Let that sink in. Stay connected and keep loving.